He seems like a fucking flirt. Hello, Romas. This is Aromie here. Welcome back to Piofiore. Faded Memories. Oh my god, this name, game title is gonna fuck me up. Anyway, we're here trying to get some ingredients for our sweets. I walked through the streets with the warm afternoon sun on my shoulders. As Arca was home to the police station, the district court, the hospital, and other such facilities that citizens felt at ease. Now then. God, that sounds scary. I held up the purchases I just made and began to ponder over their contents. Contents? With the flour and lemons, I could whip up a torta al limone. Alright, picture here. I prefer using tart lemon cream with a sprinkle of herbs, but cream doesn't last very long, so it's not the best option. If the sweets are going to be provisioned? Then perhaps baked sweets would work better. As I thought about what to make, I came across a couple of young girls talking. Oh, are they going to talk about a new hottie? Look over there. Okay, new hottie. He's so handsome. I turned my head toward the bar across the street. Who is it? Who is this hottie? Oh, it's the second guy. Immediately my eyes focused on a man seemingly under a spotlight. Oh, he is handsome. He seems like a fucking flirt. I've seen him before. Yeah, in my fucking dreams. He comes to mass with Signor Falzone every so often. I don't know his name, but he must be a member of the Falzone family. Isn't he the one that, like, broke away from it? Probably because he doesn't agree with their stance. With Dante's stance. Dante, right? I don't know. Then forgot his name. Oh, is he looking at us? Huh? Is he looking at me? Shit! Let's go! I felt like I was going through the same event as this morning, as my mind drifted off in thought. Huh? He just winked. He just winked at us. He winked as if he were playing with me. Wait, that's what you that's what you call playing? What? What is he? Some kind of womanizer? I mean, look at him! Look at him! Yo, I would be dead if you, like, loosened his tie just a bit. Dead. I'm deceased. My instincts tell me that this way of behaving must come so naturally to him, but not knowing how to handle it made it difficult for me to hide my scarlet cheeks. What happened? The lemons in my bag fell out and rolled around my feet. How? What the fuck? These bags? Did someone bump into me or something? Ugh! The police! I'm sorry, I must have been daydreaming. Hello, Roberto. Sadly, you're like the hot side character that we can't even date. Be careful. What? Wait. Was I not standing in one place? So technically, you should be careful, sir, because you bumped into me. I'm sure of it. Hello, Marco. Thank you, Marco. Wait a sec, Robbie. You were the one who bumped into the lady. It's not her fault. Come on, apologize.
繰り返しますが、俺はロベルトです。変な愛称で呼ばないでください。
Dude, why are you a side character? Might I remind you that my name is Roberto? Please don't shorten it. Hey, didn't you? I'm fine, thank you, Marco. I tugged on Marco's sleeve and smiled. I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm so sorry, Roberto. So I know Marco? You really are a good kid, aren't you? What do you have to say, Robbie? Alright. Marco and Roberto worked as detectives in Berlone. Marco was born here. I heard that he used to help the church out every time there was trouble. Roberto was recently assigned here. He still seemed tense, possibly because he wasn't yet accustomed to the environment. And what? Oh, nothing. He didn't seem to like me. That's been the case ever since the day we met. I hurriedly looked away from him and bent down to pick up the lemons. Is Flirty Hottie coming this way? It was then that I noticed a well-polished leather shoe appear in my eye line. Here you go. God. He's a flirt though. Usually I don't like flirts. So the person at the bar was standing in front of me. He gently wiped away the dirt on the lemons with his fingertips and handed them to me. Grazie, signor.
Nicola Francesca!
Nicola? Nicola Francesca? Ooh, it's a fancy-ass name. His loud voice stopped passerby, making them turn their heads. But the moment they saw who was involved, they continued on their way.
マフィアの分際でよくもこの通りに顔を出せたものだな。
Yo, Roberto, aren't you being a little aggressive? This is a safe zone, so they can't do anything here, right? How dare you brazenly walk through here, you lousy mobster.
僕がどこで何をしていようと君には関係ないと思うけど。
Well, his voice sounds so cute though, like it sounds so like soft. I don't believe it matters much to where I decide to walk, does it?
舐めているのか？ここは書の目と鼻の先だぞ。
You must be joking. The station's right around the corner. Hey, Roberto, you need to chill out unless you want like a wanted poster of you.
だから僕はそこでコーヒーを飲んでいただけ。それだけで僕を捕まえる理由になるとでも。
Yeah, Nicola's voice is very like soft and soothing. Doesn't sound very flirtatious yet. So I don't know if he's the flirty type. So I was just enjoying a cup of coffee. No crime in that, is there?
あのバールのエスプレッソは絶品でね。たまにどうしても立ち寄りたくなるんだ。
Their espresso is amazing. It's the kind of thing you just can't resist. Marco looked around a bit, then mumbled something to Roberto.
それくらいにしとけ、ロッビー。
Just drop it, Robbie.
マルコ。
You can't do anything.
いつも言ってんだろ。そろそろこの街のルールを覚えたらどうだ。
I keep telling you, get a grip on how things work around here, will ya? Again, he's in this, like, if this Arca area is a safe zone, I don't think any of the gangs would cause any disruption here. Unless, you know, shit hits the fan.
お前はブルローネの警察なんだぞ。他のどこでもない。この街の。
You're working for the town of Berlone, if you haven't forgotten.
ええ、分かっていますとも。
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that.
このブルローネはマフィアの支配を公然と受け入れている。
Berlone is too subjugated to the mafia's role. Roberto raised his voice even
彼ら
louder.
に正義などないと知りながら市民の誰もが奴隷のように従属している。
Everyone knows they're crooked, yet the people are all forced to obey like slaves. Which is, he's not wrong. Because Roberto, he hasn't lived here, so he has like a third point of view of everything. And honestly, yeah, it's kind of fucked up that these people have to like listen to the mafia, and even the police can't do anything about it.
こんな状況認められるものか。
And you're telling me to get a grip, but this has happened for years, right?
違い
You
保
can't
険。
change.
犯罪者は正義の名のもとに等しく罰せられるべきだ。
You can't change what has been happening for years in like a month. That's too difficult. Who cares how things are run here? Criminals should be punished in the name of the law.
随分と正義感の強い刑事さんだね。
Ooh. How wholesome to see such a dedicated civil servant.
笑っていられるのも今のうちだ。
Just you wait.
現政権はマフィア排斥に力を入れている。いつまでも思い通りになると思うな。
The current leadership is working to oust the mafia, so enjoy your walks now while you still
お
can.
前な。
Hey now,
分かってんのか？相手がニコラだから笑って流してくれてんだぞ。
you're lucky it's Nicola. He has the balls to laugh everything off.
そうじゃなけりゃ、お前は明日にでもアドリア海の魚の餌になってるだろうよ。
Anyone else who knew be fish food in the Adriatic? What? Adriatic? By morning?
もし相手がパルツオーネのカポやらラオウ州の連中だった日にゃ。
Heck, if it were the Falzone's boss or the Laoshus, they'd...
聞き飽きましたよ、そんな話。俺は仕事に戻ります。
I've heard enough already. I'm going back to work.
おいロッピー。
Hey, Robbie. Jeez.
マルコも大変だね。
Tough job, huh, Marco?
すまねえな、ニコラ。
Sorry about that, Nicola. It is kind of like interesting to see, you know, the detective here talking to a mafia guy like this so
これでも耳
casually.
にタコができるくらい言って聞かせちゃいるんだ。
You can't imagine how many times I had to explain to him how things work
この
here.
町はパルツォーネの恩恵を受けてでかくなったんだって。
I keep telling him how the Fozoni's families made this town as prosperous as it is
よ
now.
そで生まれ育ったあいつにはちっとばかし理解が及ばんのかもな。
Guess being an outsider is making it harder for him to understand.
じゃあ俺もそろそろ署に戻る。
Well, I'd better get back too.
何か困ったことがあればいつでも相談に乗るからな。
Michi, if you have any problems, you're always welcome to come to me.
まああるかでもめ事なんぞそうそう起こらねえだろうが。
Then again, it isn't often there's any trouble here in Arca. Hey, let's not fucking what's that word? Jinx us. Arca glanced toward Nicola and snickered quietly. The mafia families in Arca all honored an unwritten rule to not interfere with one
い
another.
ざって時は遠慮すんなよ。
Door's always open for you, got it? Yes, thank you,
お
Marco.
前とも長い付き合いだからな。それに女子供には優しくするのが俺の流儀さ。
Don't mention it. I've known you a long time. Plus, I am a gentleman after all. Do you have a wife, sir? I'm sure your wife loves you. If you have one. Or a husband, I don't know. Marco turned back and waved a hand. I saw him off with a smile.
それにしてもたくさん買ったね。
Oh, you're here still? You sure bought a lot of lemons, didn't you? Oh. Nicola lifted the bag I was holding right from my arms. So I'm assuming he's the nicest mafia guy out of the three.
教会まで送るよ。
I'll carry it to the church for you. Are you sure you should do that? Politely decline? Thank him. Wouldn't Sister Sophia get a heart attack if there's a mafia guy walking with me? Or... I feel like I shouldn't decline though. Thank him. Thank you very much, Signor Francesca.
どういたしまして。ところで僕は君に名乗ったことあったかな。
You're very welcome, although I don't recall telling you my name earlier. Oh, you know, I was in the conversation listening, you know, I heard your name. No, but I heard Roberto address you when we were by the coffee shop. Was I mistaken?
いや、合っているよ。
No, you're absolutely right. His smile is so bright and endearing. He picked up the lemons I dropped without a second thought and is carrying them for me now.
どうかした？
Is there a problem? No, usually I would feel like mafia lords or whatever would be like getting one of their servants to do stuff. No, nothing. You know, I wouldn't think they would actually get their hands dirty. I think here should be fine. Thank you for your generosity, Signor. It has been a great help to me.
役に立てたならよかった。君のその笑顔が何よりの報酬だよ。
Alright, there you go. There goes the casual flirt. Glad to hear that. That smile of yours is well worth the effort.
じゃあ、気をつけてね。
Well, be careful. Ugh, his voice. It's so cute. Huh? What does he mean by that? I guess he means for me to watch my step next time. Still, I felt something odd about his words as he silently walked away. Wait, maybe I shouldn't have done that. What if the other gangs are watching? The mafia. Sorry, I keep calling them gangs. It's almost time for dinner, so I better help Elena. I felt uneasy, but I forced myself to focus and headed inside with the groceries in hand. Alright, met 2 out of the 5. It's almost time for me to close the doors to the church. Nightfall had come, and I made my way down to the aisle as usual. The doors to the church were open during the day for the parishioners to visit. Is there somebody else here? Hello? As I was about to lock the bolt on the door, I sensed someone passing by. Did someone go into the backyard? Maybe I'm just seeing things. You know, I live in a church and there's a graveyard right there. It could possibly be a ghost. I should hurry back. I locked the doors and head to the other end of the monastery. It's so dark outside. It must be cold in this room. I returned to my room and began to get dressed for bed. It was then that I looked into the mirror and caught my reflection. What the fuck? What is that? I saw the birthmark on my chest. What kind of birthmark is that? That looks like a tat. I thought it would go away as I grew older, but it's still there. I felt a sadness come over me, but I shook it off and continued changing. Am I a lost princess? I knelt next to my bed and clasped my hands together to say my prayers. What should I pray for? Give thanks for the day, ask for God's blessing tomorrow. I think I would say give thanks for the day, but this is where we are going to stop for today's episode. We have learned that I have a birthmark that looks like a tat. I don't know how she would expect that to go away. Well, some birthmarks do go away because I had one on one of my elbows and it just disappeared as I got older. So I'm assuming it's okay for her to assume her birthmark would disappear. But that looks like a tattoo. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.